Good afternoon, everybody. Phil Simons with Columbia Grain here in your Friday afternoon weekly grain market recap. Well, let's go ahead and dive right into it before we get into a holiday weekend. So I am going to share my screen with you again here, and we're going to navigate over to our favorite website, columbiagrain.com. And in the upper right-hand section, we're going to go to the Producer Solutions tab. That'll take us over to our Producer Solutions link. And let's take a look and see what we actually saw this week here. So again, this week was really more centered around potential production concerns on wheat more than anything, as we continue to monitor what's going on over in the Black Sea region of the world. We continue to see a prolonged dry spell, which is threatening some of the production of new crop wheat, along with a frost event that actually happened this week. So again, just more concern about what the potential production will be over in the Black Sea area. The other thing that we looked at here this week was actually the good to excellent ratings coming out of France. They continue to slide down another 1% this week, and currently coming in at 63% good to excellent. When we compare that to where we were last year at this time last year, the good to excellent rating for French wheat was coming in at 93% good to excellent, so significantly better last year than where we're coming in at currently for this year. But on the flip side of that, when we take a look at the winter wheat ratings in the U.S., if we take a look at our screen here, this week we were down slightly from where we were last week. We did lose 1% in the good to excellent rating, so we're sitting in at 49% good to excellent. But when we compare that to where we were last year at this time, we were at 31% good to excellent last year. So again, significantly better than where we were last year. The other thing that we're looking at in the U.S. right now is potential quality implications, primarily more in the Midwest region. So that soft red winter wheat crop, some potential quality concerns there, but we do see that the majority of the headed wheat is coming in that Midwest area. So we are seeing a slight concern there in terms of what the quality of that product is going to be as we continue to move forward. But again, a lot of weather that we're going to continue to play into these markets as we continue to move forward here and going into a 3-day weekend especially. But the futures action that we saw this week for new crop specifically, actually we did have some pretty wide ranges, and we actually closed this week closer to the higher end of the range, which was definitely nice to see going into a holiday weekend here. But for new crop corn, we can see that the weekly range was 13 cents. We actually closed the week out with a net gain of 11 cents, and again, closing at the higher end of the range that we traded at this week. For new crop soybeans, so November beans, we actually had a 30-cent range, actually able to hold on to 18 cents of that overall range. Kansas wheat, so Kansas September, we actually had a 64-cent trading range there, and we're actually able to hold on to 60 cents of the overall range and a gain this week, which was very nice. September Chicago wheat actually, again, at a 62-cent range, able to hold on to 44 cents of a weekly gain there. And in Minneapolis, the weekly range was 43 cents and able to hold on to 41 cents week on week in Minneapolis. So again, the weather market is definitely in full swing right now as we continue to monitor what's going on in the Black Sea, potential production issues that we could see for wheat over there, along with the French wheat as well, as we continue to move forward, and potential quality concerns in the U.S. But again, what we're looking at right now is a weather market. So really all that it takes is a potential chance for some moisture to move back into the system, and we could really take away a lot of the gains that we've currently seen. So please be sure to get a hold of your local merchandisers, your buyers, your managers, get your orders out there and working, because this week was another prime example of the fact of having your orders out there and working. They do work for you day and night. We actually had quite a few orders fill on the night sessions here this week that we wouldn't have had filled if they weren't working. So please get a hold of your local managers, merchandisers, and buyers, and get those orders out there. And really for anything, for hedge to arrive orders, accumulator orders, cash orders, basis orders, whatever it may be, that's what we're here to do for you. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and wrap everything up. I hope everybody has a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. The markets will not reopen until Monday evening, so we are going to have a little bit of an extended holiday weekend here. And so other than that, we are going to wrap everything up. But remember, the perfect strategy works every time until you use it. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll talk with you next week.